Welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to learn about the architecture of human fate. We have explored the 10 Sephirot and the 3 mothers that built the foundation of the elements. But today, in part 4 of Sefer Yetzirah, we encounter the forces of duality. We dive into the 7 doubles, the cosmic pendulum that dictates the extremes of our existence. These 7 doubles, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaph, Pei, Resh, and Tav, are unique. Unlike the rest of the alphabet, these 7 letters possess a dual phonetic nature. Depending on their placement, they transition between 2 distinct pronunciations, a hard plosive sound and a soft aspirated one. This shift is triggered by a Dagesh, a central dot. This small grammatical mark acts as a switch. When present, the letter is hardened. When absent, it softens. A single linguistic source is split into 2 oscillating sonic states. Within the Kabbalistic framework, this is a technical description of reality. This phonetic duality provides a literal blueprint for the binary nature of the physical world. Language functions here as a generative engine. These 7 specific letters are the fundamental forces that create the tension required for a cosmos defined by opposites. The Sefer Yetzirah maps these letters directly on to the binary extremes of our lives: life and death, peace and war, wisdom and folly, wealth and poverty, grace and ugliness, seed and desolation, and dominion and subjugation. Commentators like the Reavad and Rabbi Isaac Sagi Nahor explain that these extremes are actually manifestations of the same underlying energy. They are not independent competing forces. This rests on a core mystical axiom: 2 opposites cannot rule simultaneously. A space is either defined by peace or by war. It cannot be both at the same moment. This suggests that a duality is actually a single force being manipulated by the creator's focus. Much like the presence or absence of the Dagesh changes a sound, the shifting divine focus changes the state of human experience. Human fate, then, is a dynamic oscillation. It is an engineered environment of opposing extremes, designed to constantly test and refine the human soul. This pendulum effect extends into the construction of 3-dimensional space. The 7 doubles are described as the forces that forge our physical boundaries. These forces project the 6 primary directions of the physical world: up and down, east and west, north and south. This creates the 3-dimensional wireframe of our reality. However, if these 6 directions define the entirety of physical space, the question remains: what is the role of the 7th double? The text introduces the Haikal HaKodesh, the Holy Palace. The Holy Palace is situated at the dimensionless center of these 6 directions. It is the core coordinate from which all space expands. This provides a contrast to the 10 Sephirot. Here, the creator occupies the central point, acting as the fulcrum that balances the external boundaries. Without this central, dimensionless epicenter to anchor it, the 6 physical directions would lose all their structural integrity and completely collapse inward. This architectural logic is part of a unified framework: Olam, Shanah, Nefesh, space, time, and soul. The Sefer Yetzirah asserts that the same mathematical code of 7 used to build space was also deployed across the dimensions of time and biology. In the dimension of Olam, or space, the Vilna Gaon details how these 7 forces manifest as the celestial spheres. These 7 planetary bodies, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon, form the macrostructure of the ancient cosmos. In the dimension of Shanah, or time, these 7 celestial forces are mapped directly onto the 7 days of the week. Here, the Sabbath functions identically to the Holy Palace. It is the dimensionless anchor at the center of the week, providing the spiritual rest that sustains the other 6 days. This suggests that space and time are not separate, but parallel mathematical expressions vibrating at the exact same frequency. Finally, we see this macrocosmic scale reflected in the microcosm of Nefesh, the human soul and its biological housing. The Vilna Gaon provides a specific anatomical breakdown of the human head, viewing the body as a map of the larger universe. The head contains exactly 7 gates of perception: 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and the mouth. These 7 portals connect the human receiver to the 7 double letters and the 7 planetary spheres. Every piece of data the soul receives about the physical universe must pass through these specific, governed gates. We are hardwired into the cosmic architecture. Rigorous. The human face is a precisely engineered receiver, tuned to the same blueprint that governs the stars and the seasons. The logic of Chapter 4 reveals a startling recurrence. The number 7 is the common denominator in grammar, geometry, time, and biology. This structural repetition points toward a rigid, deliberate architecture. The universe appears to be the result of a highly specific design. Human consciousness and the physical universe share the same mathematical source code. The ancient text suggests that language is structural. The letters of the Hebrew alphabet operate as the physical and manifest vectors of the cosmos. We are left with the conclusion that the universe is a divine text, and humanity is its living translation. Thank you for watching this deep exploration of the 7 doubles. If you enjoyed this video and found value in examining these structural principles, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our final journey. In Part 5, we will complete the alphabet and explore the 12 elementals, the constellations, and the borders of reality. Until then, keep seeking.